Hey everybody, and I'm home for Spirit Metal. I'm here at Partisan Open Air with Martin from Asphyx.
Hello, how everybody's doing?
You're all okay? How are you?
Good, tired, but okay, yeah, fine.
So we were just talking, you guys did Brutal Assault, and now on Thursday you played here on Friday. Are you used to this? How chaotic is this for you to do several open airs in a weekend?
Well, I mean, we you get used to it, and the only thing is it's just a long travel in between. And what was a bit extreme this weekend is it was incredibly hot. I mean, normally Europe at this time it can be anything. It can be a shitload of rain. So actually the heat was was worse than anything else. So that was what and it's just draining you out. You're on stage, and then the next day it's really hard to gain energy again. You can't drink much water against that. So, but it went alright, I guess.
Okay, so
Part of the job,
Yeah, part of the job. So you guys played here, last night. How was the gig? How did you feel the audience? For you, how was it?
Well, I mean, it's like Partisan says themselves. I mean, we are a partisan band. Asphyx just is. It's like you come here, it's like coming home. So always we come here, even when we play the first tones, it's already victory. And you see that yesterday, like, the whole field is full, and everybody just gets crazy. And we do like a little bit extra our best, because here we got the really most dedicated fans. So yesterday went fucking good for us, really. Yeah, it was a fantastic show. Compliments to the guys, the crew here on stage, organization. It's just always a pleasure to be here, and that makes the band play very well. That's how it is. Yeah, it was fantastic. Good times, as always.
And so you're here today, just like chilling a little bit. You're going to stay here the whole day. Are you watching any bands?
Well, I was. The thing is, I made a little bit of a mistake because I wanted to watch Christian. It was okay. But all right. I watched the beginning, and it was really hot on the field, and I'm still really worn out from the shows. So okay, that's fine. So and I want to see Toxic Holocaust, and after that, for me, it's not really. The bands that play there is not really my kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's a bit, a bit too doomy, apart from Cataclysm, but I don't like that kind of technical style. So,
okay.
But alright, I mean, I've seen this summer and throughout the years, I've seen so many bands that I've basically seen everything in my life that I wanted to see. So.
Oh, you have seen everything. Anything else that you're still hoping to see one day you haven't yet?
Yeah, there's only one thing, it's Rush. Canadian Rush, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's nothing to do with death metal, but I just love that band. And, But I've never seen them live, I've seen every big act, even when I was a kid, I saw Maiden when I just started, and so everything. But Rush I've never seen live, so that's something I really want to see. And even this summer I was lucky enough to see Priest in good shape at Hellfest. And probably the last show of Motorhead that I will ever witness. So I'm happy with that, yeah. So I don't have to see them. I mean, I'll just pick the bands that I go like, okay, it could be good. But like today, for me, if I go here on the area at Partisan, I'll probably be busy like 3 hours of taking pictures and autographs with people. So it's a bit too much.
Okay. Like for example, you just played these two fests. Are there any big differences that you see depending on the region in Europe you are? Are there big differences in the fest you play, or are they basically kind of the same dynamics?
Same. I mean, the Partisan audience is really fanatic, but Brutal Assault you have the same, because there's many people. It's a bit more to the east in the Czech Republic, so you got a lot of people from Bulgaria, even Turkey, that go there, that hardly are able to see any bands, so they just completely freak out as well. But like I said, Partisan, it's our crowd, it's our festival. It's like a home game, and they always. So with these two, no, there is not really. There's not really a lot of difference. I think if we would do something else, like say a Wacken, well, you're just one of the 400 bands that play, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I prefer this.
So when comparing, you played MDF last year, this year, last year. I was there. I remember this year. You played MDF. How different is that? How was to play in the US and comparing to these fests in Europe?
Well, MDF is a fanatic crowd as well, you know. So there's really, as said before, even with Brutal Assault or Partisan, there's not a big difference. When we did a Ram set, and we did it on purpose because we want to do indoor at MDF, and they went just berserk. So yeah, it was kind of same kind of atmosphere that we had yesterday here in Partisan and then the day before at Brutal Assault. Because I mean, we hardly show our faces in America, unfortunately, you know. But yeah, when we are there, then yeah, they just go crazy. And yeah, to me, like also when we did MTA, it felt to me like, oh, are we now a hardcore band or? Because it was really fucking intense. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask this. You guys don't really go to the US very often, and are there any plans to go back? Is there anything like you guys are planning to do there?
Well, first wave this year we go South America, 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we do Brazil, try to do maybe Peru, Chile, maybe some Central America countries like Costa Rica and Guatemala. So it's, for us, we've never been there, so it's going to be a new experience, but it's going to be really rough because yeah, it will be a show, hotel, plane, next city, etc., etc. So, but from what I heard from people, it's going to be completely crazy. But I look forward to it. But from there on, yeah, you know, I'm thinking too, because I'm spoken to, you know, colleagues from America like Immolation or Incantation, and they said, you know, compared to 25 years ago, for our kind of music, the States are pretty rough to do, you know. And they said to me, like, well, like one in the East Coast, one in the West, and one in Chicago, and then you have it actually covered. You know, it's not. If you do a tour now of a band of ours, we'll probably just make losses, and you know, you got some cities where maybe 100 people turn up. So yeah, they say to us like, so I'm thinking of if you return back and get a decent working permit visa, yeah, then you go MDF and maybe you show in New York or Philadelphia, go to Chicago and do a bit California, San Francisco or LA, one in Mexico, and you go back again. You know, but for the rest, apparently it's really hard to do. But it's just an advice that I got from colleagues who experience it themselves, unfortunately.
And for South America, what is the part you're looking forward the most of the tour?
I have no idea. I just know when people, they say that you just enter hell. It's going to be crazy. I mean, Husky, our drummer, he's in a band called Disaster, a German band, a really good band. And then because he's experienced with it, he went there already twice. And they said, Martin, it was so intense. They were screaming so loud on the songs we couldn't even hear ourselves.
Yeah.
So he goes, if that happens with Disaster, I don't want to know what's going on with Asphyx there. So we'll wait and see.
I mean, you see, I'm from Brazil. You won't be able to walk in the streets. People will be following you around.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do?
Yeah, they do.
Well, I'm just really curious about, you know, the hospitality and the good food and, well, just the overall atmosphere.
People are very, very passionate in Brazil. Brazil, at least I can say.
And I know they're proud too, and you know, they're really, you say that. Yeah, proud to be Brazilians, proud to be from the country and show the things that come from Brazil, which are good. Share that with, you know, those who are not from it. So I look forward to it. It's only just sad that we don't have any. I don't think we have any days off, you know, to see something or meet people or, as I say, you know, sniff up the culture there, you know. So that's just. It will, like I said, it will be really intense. But yeah, from what Husky said with crowds, I don't know. You know, I think every country there, if we go, it may that be Peru or Chile or Brazil, I think it will be completely nuts.
Yeah,
I expect. Yeah, like. You know, when I was, I think 25 years ago, I was in America on a huge stint tour with Pestilence. And we had a few really intense shows over there when the scene was still really good. I think I can compare it a little bit to that. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit worse, but yeah.
Okay, and I'm talking about albums now. It's been a while you released your latest one. Anything that you guys are working on right now?
Yeah, we just had a jam on Tuesday. Before we went direction Brutal Assault, we had I think we finished 5 new songs.
Oh, 5. Okay.
So I don't know when we plan to bring it out, because we hate to work with deadlines. You know, as soon as labels find out when you have a repertoire ready, okay, we'll bring it out then and then and then. I go, no. So what we do is we get mails like, how far? Well, we're working on it. But we go, okay, if everything is recorded and done, we say, okay, here you got the product, you just play it in, and then we, can lay back. Because it's just a lot of stress with all deadlines and stuff. So it's really shit to work. No idea. Could be this year, could be beginning next year. Don't know. But yeah, make new songs when I return. I have to write the lyrics to it, and then we'll see from there on.
So the way you record, the way you compose is basically you said you had jam sessions. You don't record each person in their corner or in their house and then you meet. How does the writing process work with you guys?
No, that is a right. I mean, the jams are a writing process. That's just, we call it a jam because it's not like a regular practice where you actually play songs. It's just, that's why we put all the ideas together and start jamming. That's why I call it a jam session. Mm-hmm. We start jamming on what stuff fits best with the other one, and that's why you arrange it. Okay. So it's really laid back, relaxed. Okay. And then in the end you go, okay, this sounds good, that sounds good. Record it on some old tape recorder, and we're fine. And then you have the structure of the songs ready, and then you can just go into the studio. I think for the next we probably do only the drums in the studio and the rest just at home. I am even going to try to do the vocals for the first time because it's way more relaxed. So yeah, so it's not. No, I don't think. I mean, it's nice to be with each other when you record, but we don't have to be the whole band together. When we do. If a guitar player does his guitar parts, I don't have to go to ball. Just send me the files and I'm fine.
Okay, so talking about, you said you guys are working on this. You have the South American tour. Anything else you guys are working until like the rest of the year, beginning of next year?
Yeah, we always play shows, huh? So we still have a few to go this year. France, I think, what's it called? Fall of Summer. It's a really nice fest. And we go England, Damnation Fest. We got a few big ones in Germany with bigger bands, like Amon Amarth. But yeah, for us it's good. It's not really our audience, but it's good because you have a huge turnout. And for next year we already have like shows. So the shows always continue. We never stop that. We never do a break in that. So there's a lot of things already confirmed, and that's just how we go. So we always do something. We never lay back on our asses and.
Okay, so even during the writing process, you don't you don't say no to concerts. You still keep doing them and writing at the same time.
Yes, because you have the material at home. I mean, once the song is done and once the material is written and arranged and composed, all I need to do is write the lyrics, and then I just say. And sometimes we even record, and the guys have no idea what I'm going to do. So everything, and they go, all right. So what does Martin had in mind? So it's not relevant. We may do a recording on let's say Monday or Tuesday. Oh, then you fly on Friday to another show, and then you continue the next week. It's like, in the old days, you were just locked into a studio for 3 or 4 weeks, bored to death, and then in the end it's like, oh, so you leave the studio, but you think, oh, maybe we could have done this better or this better, and now you can actually do that whenever you want and still be able to play live, so you don't lose anything.
So you said you do the songs first, and then you write the lyrics already with the song already set.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Because else it's the easiest way. So you can really fit in how. I mean, then everything is fine with the lyrics. Then you have the rhythm of the voice, and the intonation of the words. How do you pronounce them? It's really shit if you just write lyrics in front and you go.
After, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It never worked for me. Okay. I always like to work like this, and the guys know that. That's how I do it. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, every band has its own process, and ours is this.
Okay, so before we cook here to death, I have to ask you the last question: is if you have any messages for the Spirit of Metal viewers.
Yes, of course. I mean, keep on supporting Asphyx and Spirit of Metal, and see you somewhere around the world in some show. Have a good one, and thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Make us like this man, rock to the vision,